You ever hear someone say, "My life changed," and feel a mix of skepticism and longing? Like, yeah, what are you talking about? But you're thinking, I kind of wish mine would change. You know, that thought in the back of your head. I hear you, buddy. If so, stick around because this video might be the moment that you say that phrase for real. Not because of hype, but because you're finally ready to stop pushing so hard and start doing what we call flowing. So this is what we're going to cover today. We're going to look at why your burnout might not be about your workload. We're also going to look at what flow really means for high achievers. And then we're going to look at how to break through resistance without blowing up your life and 5 practical ways to reconnect with energy and purpose. So I wonder if this is true. Because you are here, I'm thinking you look pretty successful on paper. Your LinkedIn profile probably looks amazing. Your resume is full. And you probably hit some big goals. But there is this quiet voice inside that is saying something like, is this it? I mean, you have mastered hustle and the grind, but you're tired. You're disconnected. But know this, you're not broken and you're not lazy and you're not ungrateful. You're just out of alignment. And that's where my story comes in. Let me tell you about this and how my life changed. So, my life changed. I heard someone yell that at a total stranger yelled that at me. And maybe everyone who was walking on the streets around me as I was quickly walking towards some museums in downtown Washington, D.C. And I looked over at this man, as most others did. And he wasn't dressed as you might think. He was business casual. He looked rather accomplished. But instead of stopping to listen to his impromptu speech, I picked up my pace, and I went about my day. But his words, my life changed, bounced around in my head a little bit and had me thinking the rest of the afternoon. And I think I realized how powerful of a phrase it is. But if you are like me, most of us are too busy to really hear it. If a stranger walked by you and said that, would you stop? Would you listen? 100%, probably not, right? We're conditioned to keep moving, to tune out the noise, brush off emotion. But what if that was your message? What if that was the moment the universe sent a whisper, or in this case, a loud shout, and you missed it because you were too caught in the calendar of the day, right? Your task, or your own needs of the moment. But here's a truth bomb. And it's the truth bomb that I got out of that phrase, is if you want your life to change, you have to stop living like it can't. And if you're anything like the people I coach in my program, you've been doing everything right, basically building your business or your career to new heights. You're leading teams, multiple teams, maybe checking all the boxes. Your resume looks great again, right? You're staying productive. But inside, something feels a little off. And you can't remember the last time you felt lit up, connected, or grounded. You're exhausted mentally and physically, but you're still saying yes. Or you're successful, but secretly wondering, when do I get to feel whole and happy again? Just know this, I was there. I was thinking that big time. When that guy yelled that to me later in the day, I was thinking, I'm not that happy with the work I'm doing. I was there, y'all. Mentioned it before, you're just out of flow. And so let's talk about some truths about energy. And I feel like this is something most productivity experts won't tell you. And you may know this, but life isn't linear, it's energetic. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your team, your business, money on the ground, money in your bank. Just take everything down to its smallest particle. And it is vibrating with a frequency. That is energy. Your thoughts light up your brain with electrical activity. Everything is energy. And energy doesn't respond to control. It really just responds to flow, right? You could turn a circuit on and off, but it's the flow, like water, seeking paths of least resistance. So ask yourself, are you holding resistance right now? Is it in your to-do list? Is it in your relationships? Maybe resistance is in your own expectations of who you think you have to be. Because when you hold on too tightly or force things, you're blocking the very energy that wants to help you. Excuse me for interrupting this video, but if you're getting value out of today's information and you want to gain more balance in your life, all you need to do is check out our free resource, the Mind Flow Cycle Roadmap for Balance and Productivity. Just comment free tools in the comments below and we'll send you the link. Now, back to the video. Let me ask you this. You want a challenge? Something that will lower some resistance in your life? Then do this. Talk to that stranger next to you. And I'm serious about this. When you're flying home or flying on vacation, that person who's sitting next to you, talk to them. That train ride, talk to that person next to you. Talk to the person sitting next to you on a bench in the park. That stranger might just be your next divine appointment. You never know. And understand this, when we disconnect from small, spontaneous moments, we also disconnect from possibility. And possibility is where flow begins. It is your circuit of opportunity. I have 5 steps, 5 ways you can start shifting today. How you can drop difficult resistance and invite in energy states without quitting your job or running off the volley, right? Escaping the challenge. So number 1, you gotta get present in nature. I'm serious. Go outside. Don't complain about the heat or the pollen. Don't do that. Go outside. Sit for a moment and listen. Watch the trees move. Feel the sun and the warmth on your skin. Let the silence of nature speak to you. Nature doesn't resist. It just is. You can be too. Then step number 2, breathe. But this time, observe your body. Take 5 breaths. Notice your heartbeat. Feel the chair beneath you. Your body is a messenger, not a machine. And number 3, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody you would normally ignore. Smile. Compliment. Ask a question. You don't need an outcome. You just need a connection. Just a small conversation. No goals. And then number 4, let go of needing an outcome. You don't need to know why something is happening to trust that it matters. Try surrendering just a little. Drop that resistance. That's when the flow comes in. Number 5, 5th thing you can do to lower your resistance is to exchange energy with what you believe in. So what does that mean? That means to pray, to meditate, journal. Writing is so important. Whatever your thing is, make space for it. Make time for it. Not to get something, but to give yourself presence. So what happens when you say yes to this shift? When you stop forcing and relax and start flowing. Calendar doesn't magically empty. It doesn't happen. And your responsibilities won't disappear. But your relationship to them changes. You go from feeling suffocated, heavy weight on your chest, to feeling centered. You'll go from the hustle and grind to harmony. And you'll go from reacting to creating. And that's truly where the magic happens, right? That's when you wake up one morning and you say, my life changed. Not because you got lucky, no, but because you got aligned. So let this be your moment. Let me be your whisperer. Let me give you the invitation to change. Now you've got to decide for yourself. Will you walk past it? Will you ignore this whisper? Or will you say yes to the shift? I hope you say yes. And before you go, remember to pick up our free resources by commenting free tools. And we'll be sure to send you some links so that you can get our Mind Flow Cycle Roadmap for productivity and balance. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out.